is Ruby Oseni, a young entrepreneur. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
And on my far right, I have Dimeji Agboke. Dimeji Agboke is currently a student attaché with the public relations company in Abeokuta. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
As I said earlier, our focus will be talking on skill acquisition for the young ones. And Ayobamdele, what do you understand when we talk about Siwes?
Thank you, sir. Siwes is an acronym for the Student Industrial Work Experience Scheme. It was established in the year 1973 by the ITF, Industrial Training Fund. And it was meant to bridge the gap between the theoretical aspect in our educational system, in our institutions, and practical aspect in organization or companies. It was discovered that most students are only concerned or are only taught the theoretical aspects. And when after graduation they are unable to perform well, that is, they are unable to perform the practical aspect of what they've learned. So in order to bridge the gap between that, so it came about the introduction of Siwes. So helping to bridge the gap between the theoretical aspect and the practical aspect.
Thank you very much. It has been established that Siwes is a skill acquisition program that came up from an agency of government, Industrial Training Fund, to help nurture, develop the skills of the young ones. Thank you very much for that definition. I have an entrepreneur here, Ruby Oseni.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of Siwes?
Yeah, to my own view, I remember that when I was on Siwes. Siwes is not just about the professional aspect alone. While you're on Siwes, you can at the same time discover who you are, what you can do further after the Siwes. It's not just for that moment. Like it says, an industrial working experience scheme. So for the youth out there, I just feel they could stand up while they are on the training, while they're on Siwes, and discover what they can do thereafter, the Siwes.
Yeah, what they can do thereafter.
The Siwes.
That is taking the initiative of the opportunities that are available within the work environment.
Yes, exactly.
That's a good one coming from you. Dimeji Agboke.
Sir.
Yeah, you are currently on attachment. Have you had any previous experience on the Siwes?
Yes. That was a couple years back now. I worked with a television station then at Lagos. Then afterwards, presently now I'm working with a PR firm here in Abeokuta, and it has been moving. Experience don't stop. It keeps coming. It's a life ongoing. It's an ongoing life program. So whatever you are doing out there, you have to attach basically with experience, which is necessary.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Babidele.
Yes, sir.
Can you justify that Siwes is achieving the aim?
Not really. It has its shortcomings. If you look at what is going on around now, look at institutions, the way institutions now take the issue of Siwes. I can remember that in my own time then, that we were given a letter to take to the company, to the primary assignment. And instead of the school writing a letter directly to the company, so you can see that most students, after collecting the letter from the school, most of them don't even go. Most of them see no need of going to the primary place of assignment. So there is fault in the case of the school, that is the institution, and there is also fault in the case of the student. So it's not unlike before. It's not unlike before.
Well, if it's unlike before, well, I want to relate my own experience that while I was doing my attachment in those days, I had a very unique experience in the sense that even when I was placed on a particular schedule, the officers at that end too were believing that I could not cope with certain experiences. But I surprised them at the end of the day, and in fact, I had to be a pride to them. Even one of the officers that were fully on a particular desk went on leave, and I had to take off. So it was a very good experience for me, and that is what has exposed me to so many things that I'm doing nowadays. Dimeji,
Sir.
have you gained anything from this experience so far?
Yes. Yes, of course, because so far, now, basically I know PR is all about rebranding, talking about product and all sort of. It's also a branch of mass communication on its own, a sector on its own, which is very, 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 very sensitive. Because when it comes to PR, you have to be the detective, know what your publics, what they want. And if you don't know what the publics want, then that is not PR. You have to be able to relate and roll with your publics. So it is so necessary.
Are you telling me that nowadays you can identify your publics, and when you identify them, you can meet their demands, you can meet their aspirations? How far have you done this? How far have you related with the markets?
Okay.
And how far have you connected those markets with the public relations company that you are serving now?
Yes, fine. I'm still an undergraduate, still trying to get my first degree. But the thing is, the work basically, the knowledge gotten from school, the work basically deals with having a mindset, a complete knowledge of what your public wants. If you can strategize and know these are what, because public relations, they inform and educate. They give the dish knowledge out. And as a PR person, I would say you have to be ready and willing to roll with. We have a lot of things attached to it. We have CSR, which is corporate social responsibility. It is necessary to having like Dangote, having a company at Ereko, even if it's the environment might not be conducive for the publics or for the people in that environment, they have to work hand in hand, and this is the major job of the PR. They are responsible for the corporate social responsibility. The Dangote company can decide to give like 3 bags of cement out to the ballet of this community to boom their own goodwill or to boom their customer corporate social responsibility, sir. Thanks.
Well, thank you, which means you are having a good experience on your attachment. Well, it's nice to hear that. For me,
Sir?
Can you connect this skill with any skill development in you?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a mobile lady baba.
You said?
I'm a mobile lady baba.
Okay. What a baba? What does a baba do?
A baba brings the look out of men, both female and male.
Okay.
Yeah, we beautify.
A designer, so to say?
Not a designer, beautification.
Beautification.
We deal with air, we call
I just want you to come out clearly on what you are explaining. Well, a lady barber.
Yeah, I'm a lady barber. A mobile lady barber.
Mobile. Okay, which means you have the opportunity of connecting with anybody irrespective of their destinations.
Exactly. I do home service, road service, and office services.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so I can do that. I can treat your hair anywhere, any day, but the time is dependent.
How's your experience on that?
It has not been easy, but with God.
Well, what are the challenges?
I've been a female barber, going to men's house to deal with them. You know, sometimes it's a big risk on its own, but because of what I wanted and passion, then determination, and praying to God, you know. I've never had a critical story that I can't tell to the world. It has been God all the time.
Yours has been a good experience.
Exactly.
Well, it's nice to hear that. Well, of course, that has to do with focus. If you are focused as a youngster, there's no limiting factor. There's nothing that can discourage you.
Exactly.
God being on your side, you can always have a way of managing.
Yeah.
You have said you've never had any nasty experience.
Yeah.
Walking down those terrain, what have you gained?
So many.
We like to hear that.
Yeah, I've gained a lot. Being a mobile barber, it has helped me with connectivity.
Good.
People that I thought I could never meet in life, I've met them. I've been on different stations, like radio station and so on, just to talk to people and the youth out there. Yeah, on how to be themselves, like
impacting.
Yeah, exactly.
Telling your stories.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I hope it is positive.
If it is not positive, I won't be bored right now saying it.
Okay, that's good. So the young ones out there are supposed to emulate you. They are supposed to come up with a new creativity, a new innovation.
Exactly.
Taking up challenges that can further position them in life.
Exactly. That's why I said the other time that they have to stand up. It's not just about it's a Siwes, yes, but at the same time, it's another means for you to discover yourself, like what you can do apart from working for somebody or so, you know.
Yeah, Dele.
Yes, sir.
Well, a lady has just related her own story, and good to hear that.
Thank you.
In your own case, what story have you got to tell?
I remember then a few years ago when I had my own Siwes in a microfinance bank. So then I was in charge of loan. I have schools that comes around to apply for loans. We talk together. So after leaving the finishing with my Siwes, then it comes upon me also to have my own school. I had to make a decision.
Oh, you mean you are already a proprietor?
Yes, glory be to God.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So the decision,
that's an encouragement to the youth out there.
Sure. The decisions, the things I learned from the proprietors then, because we were together, we talked anytime like that. So even after finishing my series, I had to go back to them to seek for advice and others like that. And so it has helped me, and the school is doing fine.
But people of your age will complain that they don't have the means, the capacity, the financial ability to develop and create such an establishment. How have you been able to do that?
You start from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. I started from lesson.
Okay.
That is having a lesson for these young ones during the holiday. So, and thereafter, I seek for financial help like that. So, and thereafter, before the resumption of that particular academic session, I started the school. It took time for the approval of the school, but thank God the school is approved now. What you don't start,
you don't have.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I believe that viewers are listening, particularly the young ones are listening to you. They are watching you, relating your good story. Yeah. Have you not come up with some challenges?
Sure.
We would like to share your challenges and how you've been able to overcome them.
Like we have said, fear of unknown. That is, after I started the school, what will happen? What will people see? How will I get funded? How will I even get children to come to the school?
So how did you manage getting
I had to advertise my product.
Okay.
I had to go about. I had to share my visions to people around. The thing is that you being in an environment that suits your goals. So I had to share my visions. That is, I have this, so. I have so, and when those parents sees something in me, they see that if they could hand over their children or their words to me, I'll take care of them very well. So they were not. It wasn't difficult for them handing over their children to me.
Yeah, I know that sharing one's vision is solving a problem halfway. The moment you have that confidence, because people are watching you, the moment you have a confidence and they can see you with a clear vision, people are going to collaborate with you, people are going to help you, people are going to open up their space for you, and that has helped you. Our mobile barber.
Sorry.
equipment-wise, tools-wise, how have you advanced?
Every single day. Every day we have new products, new tools, new kits for the job, you know. And the more we have the new ones, the more I try to change them, you know, because people out there like something that's happening.
Something trending.
Yes, something that's happening at that moment, like something trending. So I need to go get that particular stuff for them too.
Is it not a problem? Is it not a big burden on you?
It's not. It's no more, but it used to be. Yes, because I grow every day, and the business grow every day. So the more it grows, the more I try to keep my client and try to satisfy them with whatsoever I can.
Can an average person engage you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Sure?
so considerate. Yeah.
So considerate?
Yeah, I started somewhere, so.
Did you embark on a corporate social responsibility? Identifying those people who are unable to cope and then helping them to look good.
Yeah, and I'm trying my possible best.
You know, I'm going to that area because if you're in a community and you're able to support people with needs and you're able to deliver that good to them, it's another way of promoting yourself. It's another way of saying that, okay, I'm connecting with my people and that I can be beneficial. I can be of good service to them. So probably I'm lending you a secret. Well, Deji.
Sir.
You talked about branding the other time.
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by branding? And how are you innovating? What are the new interests that you have found, and how are you developing them?
Good, good. It's a good one, sir. Basically, branding entails how you package your organization for the outside world to see, and which is PR job basically. If you are going to be branding yourself, it's attached to some goodwill, some strategical images that you are sending out. It might not be pictorial. This is basically something more intensive, something more unique, something that you can actually say, okay, this social organization has this based on what they are bringing out, probably their products, their services, or whatever they offer. So that's basically branding.
A little bit of advertising, a little bit of
advertising,
exhibition,
yes,
a little bit of
exhibition, trade fair, a lot of it.
Personal selling.
Personal selling, a lot of it is a lot. But branding basically, one must have to walk in line, because branding is actually what will bring goodwill of the company to a good taste.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Nice
You are still watching Your Image, public relations program on television. We are here today discussing Siwes and skill development, the impact on public relations practice. The goal of this program is to ensure that we develop our youths. We make them to be creative. We make them to be innovative. And we make them to meet up with challenges of life where they can overcome and create a new vista of development, of generating good income, of relating with the public in a way that at the end of the day, they will be self-employed. You no longer continue to look for government jobs, and then you grow the nation. Thank you for being with us. I want to go further. Onide, as an educational consultant, what are your roles? How have you been developing your peers to emulate all these rights that you have come about?
Thank you very much, sir. As an educational consultant, I've been able to motivate. The keyword motivate.
How do you motivate?
I motivate by sitting them down, by talking to them, by talking sense to them, because most students now find it difficult to understand the meaning or that mention of that word Siwes. They don't understand the nitty-gritty of that word Siwes, the skills. That is the skills they're going to learn from that from Siwes. So I sit them down, I motivate them, because sometimes most of them think about Siwes is just about going there, they pay me 35,000, they pay me 25,000. Haven't forgotten that it's the skills. The main mission or the main objective of it is the skills, to be able to practicalize what you have learned in school. And the thing is that even after finishing the Siwes, to give them the opportunity after graduation to be able to perform well. They have edge over others. So I talk to them, I motivate them, I tell them the need, and I make them see the need to see a new face of Siwes.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, that reminds me of some of the students we have around nowadays, talking about their attitude, their approach to this Siwes. Some believe that as far as they are concerned, it is not a gainful work. Mm-hmm. It is not a gainful experience. Can you explain why students come up with this kind of attitude, and what do you advise that they should do? How do you change their mindset?
Basically, what will happen is the economy is not even encouraging at all. We have to pop up first the system, which is from basically top itself. Even during orientation now, you will see Siwes tell students that they will get paid at a particular time, and at the end of the day, they don't get. So basically, the fault is from up. But even to that, students should note that it is practical and it is what is worth doing is worth doing well.
Exactly.
Yeah, a good one from you. Students should realize that this is a practical oriented experience they're supposed to gain to move them up and make them employable in the nearest future. This is your image. You can connect with us on Pr-Primus, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and other platforms. We will be meeting next week to continue with this discussion. I'm glad you are here with us.
Thank you very much.
Dele,
Thank you very much.
Onide is glad to have you around.
Thank you, sir.
Fumi Oseni,
Thank you.
nice to have you.
Thank you, sir.
I hope when next we come on you'll be with us next week.
Definitely.
Well, I'm going to keep you with me on the next week. Dimeji,
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure.
it's also a pleasure having this youth being on this platform today. Connect with us next week, same time, 5 o'clock, and Thursday next week. We'll be glad to join you. Thank you so much.
Bet. Bet on any sports and win. Wow. Use promo code to get 200% bonus. 1xBet. Bets for every taste.
Òjò ọdún yìí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. Àjọ tó ń wòye ojú ọjọ́ sì ti sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ pé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ̀kún omi yóò wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn.